Hey guys, it's PonkyPlays. Welcome to a Watcher of Realms video. Right now, the event for the Dracula champions is going on right now. It started a few days ago, but I've just been waiting to summon. I was planning at first to wait and summon at the very end of the event, but apparently there are some summoning events that are going on that won't be lasting for the entirety of the event, so I figured I definitely want to try and get the rewards for those summoning events. Like, especially this one's got a lot of really good rewards, so I definitely want to try and get all the way to the very end. I do have a decent amount of summons I can do. I might just go ahead and do all of my ancient charts at the moment. I do plan on going for the 90 so that I can get the guaranteed Count Dracula. I've got him a 3, so if I can pull an extra one and get him to a 5, that would be really nice. I highly doubt that I'll be able to do any sort of pity swapping on the ancient charts, but I guess we'll see. And then I've got Lady Mina a 3 as well, so I would love to get 2 of her, but last time the event was going on, I only got to pull 1 Van Helsing, and then the rest of the summonings I spent on Lady Mina to try and get extras. I don't think I pulled any, so I think this time I'm going to go ahead and focus on the Van Helsing one and try and get him a few copies, hopefully. I also went for Rosalia. There were a few really good options, but she seemed like one that could potentially be really good for my account at the moment. I have some legendary summoning crystals as well, but I'm not necessarily that interested in this summoning going on for it, so I'll probably just wait for this weekend. But yeah, let's go ahead. I guess I'll start a Lady Mina until I hit my pity swap, which let me really quickly see how much that is. So it's been about 85 summons since my last legendary, and the last one was also the limited, so that's not too bad. I would have to do, I think, like 90 before I start hitting pity, so I'll do that, and then I'll switch over so that I don't accidentally start hitting the pity countdown, I guess. But yeah, let's see what the luck looks like. Hopefully pretty well. Of course I'll get a legendary right before the pity swap. Let's see what it is, though. Hopefully something good. I wonder if you can get Van Helsing right now in here. Oh, Kriya. That's unfortunate. I do have her. I don't know if I have her awakened, but she definitely needs a buff. Well, I might still do a pity swap before I get to Lady Mina. I've got 100 summons I can do before that, so let's go ahead and just do 100 summons and see if I get anything between. Okay, that's another early one. Let's hope that this one's a little bit more exciting. Aurum, okay. These are like some of the very first champions I ever pulled in this account. I think this is either an A3 or an A4 Aurum for me, which is actually not that bad. I want to get him A4 because then he'll actually be pretty usable, because that'll decrease his deployment cost. So let's see, but still not necessarily what I was hoping for. I don't know if it's necessarily worth it now to pity swap, because that's what, 70? before I get Lady Mina. I guess I'll just see how I'm feeling. Let's just continue. Okay, I think I'm gonna do some single pulls until I hit 99, and I'll stop there. So let's see. Okay, I'm gonna really quickly check where I'm at in the event. I highly doubt I'm that far in. But I guess you never know. At least with this one, I got all the pieces I needed, which that's great. And that gives me another ancient chart, which is... or ancient summoning crystal, I guess. And then for this spiritual altar, still definitely have a few... actually a decent amount of more points to go, so definitely gonna be doing more summonings. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and do the other banner for Van Helsing now, and just hope, because right now I guess I'm like just a little over 70 in, so hopefully I can pull him really quickly, and then I'll go back to Lady Mina, pull her, and then continue on Van Helsing until I have no more shards, and then do some ancient summoning. So let's go for it. Honestly, wasn't keeping track, so I don't know if I hit pity, but I feel like I'm pretty close. So let's see. I think this is Nocturne. I wanna say this is an A3 or an A4 Nocturne for me, which is not bad. I still don't really use him much, if any. But I need to try to. He's not skilled out for me though, so it's hard to, especially for like damage dealers, you kind of need to have them skilled out in order to really get a good feel of how well they do. And I think I also have his exclusive artifact, so there's that. Let's just go ahead and do the Lady Mina now. Honestly, I might just do a single pull and then continue doing more pulls elsewhere. Might as well, so let's just do that. I forget what her A4 is. I don't know if it's just like penetration or something, or if it's... I know that there was one of her awakenings that I want to say decreased her cost. Possibly. It's been a while since I've seen her awakening, since her last event was a while back. And I'm really glad that they gave her a buff. I wasn't really taking that much advantage of the... well, I guess any advantage of the, you know... I guess accidental way her kit was working before, but now that her kit is like somewhat similar to the way it was by accident before, it's definitely a lot nicer. I thought she was already pretty good. I was using her in anti-air and in a few other places, but yeah, I'm excited for her at least. Definitely would like her A5, but again, I'm planning on pulling for Van Helsing more this time around. So unless I can get super lucky and get lot of copies so that I can A5 him, I'm probably not going to be summoning Lady Mina anymore. I guess it just depends on how many shards I end up pulling. So let's just go ahead and keep summoning here, and then I'll go and sell some of my rares so I can get more diamonds. I'll summon more here, and then I'll do ancients. So let's see. That was an early one, okay. I'm really hoping that I can get a few copies of Van Helsing. More than anything, really. Ah, nice. That's exciting. I don't think I have him awakened at all, so getting him any awakenings is really exciting. Let's just continue pulling. Okay guys, I'm back. I did some of the rare selling, so let's just finish off whatever I can with the Van Helsing banner for now, and then do the Count Dracula banner, which I am almost all the way to 90 with all of the rewards I've gotten, so that's pretty nice. Let's go ahead and go. Unfortunately, not super great luck with the ancient charts, but I still have time to get him. Again, I really hope that I can get an extra copy plus the guaranteed. I can technically sell a few more rares and then do more pooling, because I got a lot of rares from the ancient charts. Let me really quickly see how many that gives me, and I'll be right back. So that they give me kind of like 30 pulls, I guess, maybe just a little bit more. But I'm just gonna go ahead and save this for the next summoning event. I did go ahead and receive all the rewards for the spiritual altar this time around, which is awesome, because again, really, really good rewards. That was the biggest thing I wanted out of that, so I'm just gonna call it good for now. Let me, I guess, really quickly go through the champions, because I only got dupes, so I can go ahead and awaken all my dupes. Orem, that's an A3, so I still will need one more for the first deployment -5. Wait, I thought that it was the A4 that did that. That's really nice. That makes it so that he's gonna be actually really usable now, instead of very difficult to use. That's exciting. Okay, let's see. For Lady Mina, that's an A4. Rage Regen +2. Be nice to get her A5, but I also hear that it's not necessarily anything that'll make a huge impact, but I still would like it. And then let's see, we've got Van Helsing, Awakening 1. Blast damage from Mithril Shrapnel increases by 20% against enemies that have taken blast damage in the last 5 seconds. Interesting. I mean, more damage is great. He is definitely a really nice one. I've used him in a few places already, so don't mind that. Again, I hope I can get a few more copies for him, because that'll be great. A 3/4 Nocturne during the effects of Impure Wings increases crit rate and crit damage by 20%. So he's not needing to be a max crit. It's pretty nice. I definitely should consider skilling him out next, even though I've got a lot of really good champions at the moment, so he's still technically not on top of my priority list. So that's an A2 Kriya. Interesting, okay. Again, I don't really use Kriya anywhere. A few times I've tried to see if she works well in specific areas. She's not been very exciting, unfortunately. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. Let me know if you guys went ahead and did the summoning so far, or if you are gonna go ahead and wait to the very end of the event, or I guess to see what the next upcoming banners are gonna be. Also, let me know who you guys have chosen for your extra slot on the Van Helsing banner. I really enjoy the banners that have like one main champion and then you can choose the secondary one. It's really nice. But yeah, hopefully on my next summoning, especially for my ancient shards, I'll get a lot luckier, because that was unfortunate. But, you know, it is what it is. And this is how, you know, summonings work. You don't always get the best of luck. But I'll be leaving you guys at that. I hope you guys enjoyed. And until the next video, guys, take care.